Hey everybody, welcome to Home of the Halsteads. Today I'm going to be cooking sweet potatoes, and I'm going to make candied sweet potatoes, one of our favorites. There are so many ways that you could use sweet potatoes, and there is nothing better than just baking a sweet potato, putting some butter and some brown sugar on it, and yum, that is delicious. You can make fried sweet potatoes, you can make sweet potato souffle, you can make sweet potato pies, and on and on and on. But today we're going to do candied sweet potatoes. And I'm going to start with 3 sweet potatoes. Now I'm only going to be making a half a recipe, and that's the reason I'm using 3. Otherwise I would use 6 for my full recipe. So I'm going to take these potatoes over to the sink, and I'm going to wash them and put them on to boil. And once I do that, I'll come back and I'll show you the next step. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, I have our sweet potatoes in this pot here. I've got them boiling. I'm going to bring you over and show you. I'm just going to remove the lid and show you how they're boiling. Those are looking really good. We're just going to boil them until they're tender. And once they get tender, I'll take them out, let them cool, and we'll move on with making our candied yams. When I remove the potatoes from the boiling water, I place them in a little pan and cover them with a paper towel so that they wouldn't dry out too much while they were cooling. Once they got cooled, I peeled the potatoes, cut the ends off, and then I sprayed this little dish that I have here, this little baking dish that I'm going to cook them in. I sprayed it lightly with a spray. Then I took the potatoes and I cut them lengthwise and placed them in the container. Now I'm going to mix together our sauce, or our sweetener that we're going to sweeten and candy these potatoes with. I'm starting out with a half a cup of sugar. To that, I'm going to add just a dash of cinnamon. I'm going to stir that cinnamon around. You always want to mix your cinnamon in with your sugar before you add any liquid ingredients. To that, I'm going to add a half a cup of light Karo syrup. To that, I'm going to add the juice from 1/2 of a fresh lemon, and I've already squeezed it, so I'm just going to pour that in right there and mix this up. And as I said, I'm just making half of a recipe, so you would double this to make a full recipe. And of course you could double or triple the recipe depending on how many people that you're going to serve. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to take this over to the stove. I'm going to bring it to a boil, and once it starts boiling, I'm going to cook it for 2 minutes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have boiled our mixture that we're going to pour over our potatoes. I'm just going to pour it over them evenly distributed. And this is what makes it so good. And this is what makes it candied sweet potatoes. How simple is that? Now we're going to place this in the oven on 375, and we're going to bake it. And I'm going to periodically open the oven, and I'm going to take this little brush here, and I'm going to baste around and kind of move it around a little bit, very carefully, trying not to break the potatoes. So I'm just going to put this in the oven. Once it gets done, I'll come back and I'll show it to you. I wanted to show you how I'm going to baste this. I'm just taking this little brush, and I've already basted them once, and I'm just basting them again. And I know that my camera is probably moving everywhere, but I wanted to kind of let you look and see how they look as they're cooking in the stove. And we want to cook these until the sauce or the syrup gets thick. So I'm going to cook this probably about 30 minutes and then I'll take it out. Okay, our candied sweet potatoes are out of the oven. I hope that you'll try some really, really soon. We love these in the fall and around Thanksgiving and Christmas, and they're really good year-round, but especially this time of the year. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that you'll share this recipe, and I will see you again really soon with another good fall holiday recipe.